All right, welcome to NEYT Super Bowl Saturday. Game one of the 11U matchup. It is the Worcester Cowboys taking on the Tenfold Storm here on Fans Only Sports Network. Tim Duffy on the call here today. It's going to be a great weekend of action here on Fans Only Sports Network. We got 3 games here today, and then 6 of those bad boys tomorrow, all from Seekonk High School, the hosts of this year's tournament. As last year we saw it at Lawrence High School up in Lawrence, Mass. And now here at Seekonk High. And receiving first is the Cowboys. Kicking off first, Tenfold, it's going to be Miles Lott, whose position is listed as any on the roster, showing his versatility here. A couple guys back deep for the Cowboys, and we, my friends, are officially underway with an onside kick. And I can't even find that ball. Actually, it's picked up by Cowboys, and making the tackle there was Tenfold back at the 36-yard line. So that is where the Worcester Cowboys will begin this first possession. Excuse that clock. It should say 12 minutes. Not 15-minute quarters. We're not playing games that long here in 11U action, but Cowboys with it first. Here's the handoff. And to the outside, brought down at the 40. It's going to be about 2nd down and 5. The run there was Ruben Nere. And Nere is going to get it again. And Nere with a big run to the 45-yard line on the other side of the field. Good for a dozen and a first down for the Cowboys. And now an offside. That's going to be a jump against Tenfold, and it's going to be against Kalen Survey. So, a couple of bad plays right there by the Tenfold defense here in the first minute of action. We give it to Nere again, and that time he's going to get nowhere. Lost a yard. First one on the play that time. Number 12 for Tenfold, who's name I don't have listed here, but gets in there to make it a loss of 1, 2nd down and 6. Play action, avoids one hit, and now will get sacked. A hit stick at the end of the play, too. Kalen Samay, and that is a sack. Actually, you're going to give him a yard back, it looks like, to make it 3rd and 5. It's Ben Sievert at quarterback for Worcester. And this will be another jump. And it's going to be a first down. That is killer for Tenfold. Gives them a fresh set of downs, Worcester, as they're marching all the way to the 35-yard line now. Try to draw him offside. Sievert. Will look. He's going to flip it and set to Nere. And Nere gets nowhere. Miles Lott with the play. And it's going to go in the books as a loss of 4 on the play. A big tackle for loss. So Worcester going backwards that time. Here is the run for Nere. Looking to find a hole. He'll get one. He breaks a tackle, and Nere gets the yardage back to the 34-yard line for a gain of 5. Still makes it 3rd down. This is going to be the first 3rd down of the day for Worcester. Sievert, he's going to roll out left. He didn't see anybody open there, and he takes another big hit that time. And that will be a loss of a yard. 4th and 10. They're going to go for it. And that's going to be illegal motion right there. You saw 2 guys moving, but they're going to call for a false start instead. Going to back them up, and jumping a little bit early there was Christian Monteque. Makes it 4th and looks to be about 14. From the 39. 25 is the first. Sievert rolls out to his right, looking to throw. He will on the move, and that is to nobody. Incomplete. Turnover on downs. As he was looking to his right side there, nobody could get up there to make the play, and it is the first turnover on downs here today. Caps off a 5-minute drive for Worcester, ending in no points. Run for Tenfold. Going all the way. Touchdown. 60 yards. And the Storm with an emphatic bang to open things up here in the championship game. Two-point conversion, and not going to get it. Big tackle there. But what a run by number 12, whose name we don't have, but he's been making a bunch of plays defensively. And on the other side, he runs for a 60-yard touchdown on the first offensive play for Tenfold. kick it back off. What a possession, though, for Tenfold. Miles Lott going to kick off again. That's a boot. And they are having a tough time recovering it there. And Lott, the kicker, able to get there first for the tackle at the 25-yard line. So that is where Worcester will begin this second drive of theirs. And it's NEYT coming left side, and NEYT has a first down and more down the sideline across midfield. He's got one man to beat. He's going to beat him 75 yards, and a quick answer for Worcester. Ruben NEYT, a 75-yard touchdown. And what a way to answer back for Worcester, who is going to go for two, try to take the lead here. So we get a 60-yard touchdown run and now a 75-yard touchdown. I mean, what a way to answer back. And now Sivert on the two-point try, looking, going to throw the fade in the corner of the end zone, intercepted. And it'll stay a 6-6 game. So that is just New England youth tackle football, if you've seen it. Couple of long runs. Pardon our clock continuing to roll. There is 6:32 left here in the first quarter. So not even halfway through the period, we have had ourselves some big plays. So Worcester going to kick off. And here it is. Tenfold unable to clean it, fieldly at first, excuse me. Field it cleanly. And a good tackle at the end of the play there at the 35-yard line. That's where Worcester is going to begin this drive. That was Trevor Gould on the tackle. The 10-year-old from Webster, Mass. Here in this 11U game, I mean, championship game, both teams coming out hot to begin things off. And it's 1st and 10 from the 31. Handoff. Taking it right side. Just the second offensive play for Tenfold. They get a first down there. Big run, gain of about 14, and on the carry it was Boisrand, I believe it was. Here he is again. Stacked backfield, only able to get about 2 that time. So Tenfold yet to pass it so far, albeit only 3 offensive plays up to this point, but end around on the run. Trying to find some blockers there and won't get anything beyond midfield. What a tackle from behind. Makes it 3rd down and 7 from the 48. Don't worry, you're doing good. Gonna run it again. Here's their money man up to midfield. Gets 3, and this will be 4th down and about 5 here in this tied first quarter. So over 3 minutes left here in the first. Fourth and 5. First 4th down that they've had today. The Storm. They're going to punt it. This one is out of the midst of line. He's going to fall on top of it, and that is a disastrous play for Tenfold. A bad turnover on downs, and Worcester going to start at the 37-yard line. On the plus side of the field. Unbelievable. It was a bad snap. Locke couldn't get on it. First and 10. And whistle's blown first. I think there was a flag down. I don't see the flag, though. It was an official timeout, but first and 10 with 2:26 to go here in the opening quarter. Here's the handoff. NEYT, he is tripped up and lost some yardage there. Loss of 4, and he's had 3 runs now go for negative yardage here in this first quarter. This Storm backfield, or Storm defense in front of us, gotten into the backfield to make some big-time plays. 2nd down and 14. Getting ready here, Severett in the shotgun. Severett hands it off. NEYT being patient, looking for the hole, gets back to the line of scrimmage. Just about, though. He comes about a yard shy, so we call it a gain of 3. As that clock continues to wind down. 3rd and 11 as NEYT's had some good carries here, some okay ones, and obviously the explosive one that went 75 yards for the touchdown. 3rd and 11. Severett's going to throw. He looks. He got hit on the release. That's a fumble and a pick. Intercepted The other direction, coming near side with it and taking a big shot from the quarterback. That was Patrick Jaboyne with the interception, and it's down to the 38-yard line. First turnover of the game. And it is a big one. So this one we saw the turnover on downs from the poor snap on the punt. We get our first actual turnover with the interception from Jaboyne, who was listed as a defensive tackle. And yeah, he was on the line for that. And he's able to make the play. And you don't see a lot of key tackles getting after the ball like that. And, you know, couldn't have done it without the initial contact there with Siver getting hit on the release. From the gun. Here's the end around, and they're going to go backwards again. Silas Barnes, the quarterback, by the way, for Tenfold. That's a huge loss for Braylon Green on the end around. It's actually so huge that it's a loss of 8. 2nd and 18. That's going to end the first quarter as well. So we're going to switch sides. For now, it's a 6-6 game here in the 11U Junior Varsity NEYT Championship game. The Storm struck first. Cowboys able to answer back, and we'll be right back here on Fans Only Sports for quarter number 2. Back here for quarter number 2. 2nd and 18. And it's going to be 3rd and about 20 now. Nothing there. This one's pushed back to the 47-yard line. So they're going to say 3rd down and 19 now, as the line to gain is the 28. Third and 19. Silas Barnes throws it up in the air. That one's incomplete. And it will be 4th and a country mile here for Tenfold. And, you know, we saw the way the last punt went for these guys, and you'd imagine they'd have to do it again here on 4th and 19, but they get those Snaps all set first. Timeout called first. And it's going to be for Tenfold. So we'll take a timeout ourselves here on Fans Only Sports Network. Still a 6-6 game in the 11U Championship. Fourth and 19, and they will punt. As we expected. And Lott able to get away. It's going to bounce towards the end line and will be pinned at the 25-yard line. That is where the Cowboys will begin their third possession. Here's the handoff to Nere. First play of the drive. Nere has a block. Thought he was going to go towards the other hole there. Stays on his feet, though. Gets down to the 30, and he ran about 15 yards on that 5-yard carry there. I thought he could have had a lot more. But he's able to get 5. And he gets his yardage total up a little bit more as and that time he's going to get nothing. So they're trying to keep feeding their man Nere. It's been up and down for him so far. Third down and 5. And nothing there for Nere. Loss of 3, and it's going to be 4th and 8. Here's the punt, end over end. It's caught at the 49-yard line. And down to the 45. It'll be 1st and 10 there for Tenfold at the 45-yard line. Tenfold, we saw them punt on each of their last 2 drives, or at least get in the punt formation. 8:05 to go here in the first half. Here is the handoff, and he's able to get 3. Looking where to spot the ball here. 7:41 counting down. Second down and 7. There's the run left side and keeping himself there all the way for the first down to the 32-yard line is Barnes as he moves the chains for 15. It's the handoff, and it was Barnes again trying to keep it. He looked to hurdle right there and could not get through the tackle of Christian Monteque. He did get a couple there, though. Now, they're going to say a false start first, actually, so wipe it off. Push this back 5 yards. Timeout called by the Cowboys defense. 1st and 15 when we return. Still a scoreless second quarter. 6-6 here on Fans Only Sports Network. First and 15 following the timeout for the Storm. Barnes under center. And around again. And the Cowboys are all over it. Another flag is down. In the meantime, it's a loss of about 6. And there was an illegal shift that it's a holding rather, and they're going to decline it to push him back a couple extra yards. They're going to take what they got in the loss right there and, get rid of the first down as well. So it's 2nd down and 20. So they take the loss of 5 plus the loss of a down. Pretty good deal right there, as neither teams could get going offensively here in the second quarter. Man in motion, high snap for Barnes, another flag. That's 3 straight flags, and they've all been against the Storm. Another early jump. So make it 2nd and 25. So it's about the same amount of yards that they would have had if they took the holding to play before. Second and 25. So 3 straight plays with a penalty, none here. Barnes throws the screen, and that just didn't have a chance. They got swallowed up. Great play by the Cowboys. And that's another loss of 5, 3rd and 30. Third and 30. And a jump again. Oh my goodness, this is getting tough right here. And both sides jump, so let's see who they call this against. I imagine it'll be against the Storm. And it will. At what point do you just punt this on 3rd down? Catch them off guard, try to play some field position, because this has been a excruciatingly painful offensive possession here for Tenfold. 3rd and 35. Should just run this right here, and they will hand it off. Got a couple. Mark the ball at the Tenfold 46, and it's crazy. The 29 is the first down, so 4th and 33 with 3:40 and counting down here in the first half. Lott will punt for the 3rd straight possession, where he didn't do it the first time with the bad snap, but here it is. It's a short punt, and it bounces, takes a nice little roll to the 29-yard line, where it will be pinned. That is where Worcester is going to begin this drive, and some 4-minute offense coming up here in the first half for the Cowboys. Here in a tie game, each team with 2 timeouts. And let's see what Benjamin Sivert and company can do here on this drive. Sivert will hand it off, and it's a fumble. Tenfold has it. NEYT couldn't hold on to it, and instead a Storm got there. Second takeaway for Tenfold. He had the interception earlier, and now the fumble recovery. So I believe that was Jazzy O'Brien who recovered the fumble. Here's the toss, right side, another flag flies. And let's see what the flag is here. And it'll be another hold. I mean, Tenfold, they just can't get out of their own way. They have been penalized on 5 of the last 7 plays that they've ran. Brings it back to the 36-yard line. High snap. Barnes going to keep it. Gets a couple blocks. Still on his feet. And down to the 32-yard line. So that's a nice run of about, really only about 3 yards there. So thought he was going to get some more, but it'll be 2nd down and 17 now as we're looking at 2 minutes left here in the first half. Under 2 minutes. Let's see how urgent Tenfold wants to be here on the plus side of the field. And another flag. And this is going to be a delay of game, I think. See what the official signal is. I mean, they try to get in the timeout, and they pick up the flag and say Tenfold dig at the timeout. So 1:18 to go here in the first half. We'll take a timeout ourselves. Tenfold uses their second. When we come back, they have 2nd and long here on Fans Only Sports Network in the 11U championship game. Minute 18 left here in the first half, 2nd and 17. Got a crowded backfield there with 3 runners, and this is going to be a bad snap. It looks like they got back on top of it, Braylon Green, and they did not. It's a turnover. Cowboys take it away. Wow. So that's the first turnover for Tenfold. Down the sideline, Severett throws up in the air. It's caught! Monteek, and a head tap down to the 40. Good for 17. Timeout Cowboys with 1:02 to go. First pass completion for either team here today. And Monteek got up there to make the catch. What a play. Back here for a 1st and 10. Seaver is going to throw it away. And that could be grounding. And they're going to draw the flag. Yeah, it's going to be grounding. Was in the pocket. Nobody was home. And that's a pretty easy call for the official to make. Intentional grounding. This is going to be a spot foul. Plus the yardage as well. This is back to their own 44-yard line. That is a 16-yard penalty. Saw Maximus Davis saying, I was in the area. He was not. 2nd and 26, and another flag. And it's a false start, as the official said. Now, a promising drive. They've lost 21 yards in the last 2 plays now. Second down and 31. A gain of about 3. That was the big fella, Lewis McKenzie, right there. Clock winding down, under 20 seconds to go. Let's see if they want to run a play. Sivert, he will, and McKenzie again. Sivert throws a block. McKenzie's got a hole. McKenzie is going to be close to the 1st down. He's still rumbling. He got the first on 3rd and 28. Are you kidding me? There's 1.3 seconds left. And the big fella, Lewis McKenzie, just ran for 33 yards on 3rd and 28. And now a man is down, though. So ignore our clock that we got here that says 12 minutes. Injury on the field. Ignore the clock because there is one more play here in the first half. 1.3 seconds left. And the Cowboys are going to take a timeout to talk it over. We'll be right back here on Fans Only Sports Network for the final play of the first half. All right, one last play. It's 1st and 10. 1 second left in the first half. Just cover up that third quarter. Let's go in the end zone. Sivert, can he get it there? He launches. Jump ball for Monteque. It knocked down. And that ends the first half. So these two teams exchanging long touchdown runs. It's the only scoring here today so far. We come back. 12 minutes on the clock. We'll be back in 8 for the third quarter here on Fans Only Sports Network. All right, we're back here for second half action. Just a pair of scores in the first quarter. A 60-yard touchdown run and a 75-yard touchdown run by Tenfold. Then Worcester, both number 12s respectively. Tenfold, we don't have number 12's name, but for Worcester, it is the man himself, Ruben Nere, who had a 75-yard touchdown run. Worcester will begin the second half kicking off. Tenfold will receive as second half action brought to you by Joseph Lammy, attorney at law. Absolute beast in the state of Rhode Island. If you're in trouble, give him a ring. We'll get you out of it. But it's a kickoff to begin the second half, as we always see, and we are underway here in the second half. And returning from 28, did he touch it? He's got to touch it. It's a live ball and brought down immediately. So, I mean, not very good fielding there. That's some, pushing and shoving after the play as well between Patrick Jaboyne and Reniel Lara. First and 10. Gain of a yard. Maybe. Got a banged up guy, too, who's trying to shake it off. It was Miles Lott. Going to give 2 yards on the play, so call it 2nd and 8. From the 30. 38's the first down, and, we've seen the Storm punt on 3 consecutive drives. Here's the handoff to the man himself, 12 again, and he gets a yard. I mean, both these two teams holding each other in check on the ground so far today. Storm, they're still yet to pass it here in this one. It's been a lot of end-around games and, just a lot of pounding up the middle. It's a team that scored on their first play of the game offensively. The end around to the outside and trying to tug him down and doing it. The end of the play was a Cowboy for a loss of yards there. It was Xavier Johnson, I believe, who got in there to make the play. And it is a loss of 2. So 4th and 9, and you think they're going to punt it again here. The 4th straight drive. Be Miles Lott back there ready to receive. And referee told number 12 to get off the field. Was there 12 men on the field? I don't know what happened there, but I guess he wasn't allowed to be on the field. And that's going to be a jump against Worcester, I think. It was Montique. It looked like he got in there first on the jump, and they are going to say, yeah, it's against Worcester. So now it's decision time here. This makes it a 4th and 4. They'll probably still punt because of the field position. I mean, back in my day playing for the NS Express, we would have jumped at this and completely gone for it here. But the Storm not doing it here in the championship game. They catch them off guard again. No. Lott makes the play. That time almost got blocked. This one's up in the air. And it's only going to go about 15 yards there to the 46-yard line. That is where Worcester will begin this possession. From the 46. So Cowboys starting on the plus side of the field for the second time today. NEYT trying to go outside and just not a good read by him. He's going to stay on his feet though, and he's able to turn a loss of 5 into only a loss of 3. They'll keep the clock moving though. And NEYT, that's the 5th time today he's had a loss of negative yards. Made up for by the 75-yard touchdown. Second and 13. Little counter play. And NEYT able to get a yard. Great tackle there made by Rajon Coxon. Rajon Coxon getting in there as able to keep the fast Ruben NEYT to only a yard. Now it's 3rd and 12, another 3rd down, and Sivert will give it to NEYT. This time he comes near side and didn't get the essential block there, but got back to the original line of scrimmage. It's 4th and 10. Called 11, actually. And another punt looks like to be coming up. But this Cowboy team, I don't think they've even punted today. They might go for it here. So the lineup in the shotgun, 4th and 11, Sivert. He's trying to get the play from the sideline. This might be a timeout call by the Cowboys, and yeah, we're going to have to take one here. You saw the miscommunication there between the quarterback and coach. They call the first timeout of the second half. When we return, a 4th and 11, still a 6-6 game here in the 11U Championship on Fans Only Sports Network. Fourth and 11. And they're actually going to punt here, it looks like. And here it is. Ooh, what a boot. A really good punt there. Don't touch it. He does. From the 15, redirecting. Watch out. Got a couple blockers. Down to the 32. Great return there from the speedster number 10, whose name we also don't have. So shout out. I mean, Tenfold, got some really good players here. And got to get the numbers right on the roster for all of them. But a flag is down. And, you know, on a punt return, this is in all likelihood coming back. And they're going to bring it back to the 15. Down to the 15. That is where they'll begin. Timeout call first. So the two teams, actually no, it's not Tenfold. It's the Cowboys taking their second timeout in 20 seconds. Okay, so that's two timeouts now taken for Worcester in the second half, and that is, you know, in the Cowboys' case, something that they hope does not come back to haunt them. The first play following the timeout, and Cowboys all over it. Never had a chance. It's a loss of 3. Second and 13. Double reverse. Going far side with it. Tripped up. I mean, it's just been a game of a lot of running the wrong way. A lot of going backwards. That's 4 more yards to be lost. 3rd and 17 now. Third down and 17 from their own 8. Tenfold just going backwards here. And this is not what you would have expected after the way this game started, with both these teams having one-play drives, and that is another loss of 4. So 3 plays, they go minus 11 yards, and it's 4th and 21, and now Lai is going to punt this one from his own end zone. Got to be careful here. We had a bad snap earlier on a punt that resulted in a turnover on downs, and now at your own end zone, you know, this will be snapped from the 4-yard line, so got to make sure this isn't blocked or, you know, go on the back of the end zone for a safety. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the third. They bring in some extra protection on the line with Julian Gomez. They're going to need it because You can't let up a safety here. Need a good snap and a good punt if you're Tenfold. There's the snap, and that punt got blocked at the line. It's up in the air. It hits off a Cowboy and will be pinned at the 11. Oh, my goodness. So nearly a first and goal right out of the bat for the Cowboys, and that was just a disastrous possession for Tenfold. Worcester now going to have it right on the doorstep of a goal-to-go situation here. So it actually will be goal-to-go. They mark it at the 10, first and goal. Sievert, he's going to keep it himself. Left side, going to cut inside. Sievert inside the 5, rumbling in for 6. Touchdown for the quarterback. And the Cowboys take the lead for the first time today. Benjamin Sievert, the 10-year-old from West Boylston, Massachusetts, rumbles it in and takes it in for a 10-yard touchdown. They're going to go for 2. That's the first Cowboys lead now today, and Sievert will redirect. What a move! Following blockers and getting 2 more to make it an 8-point game. He just says, I'm bigger than you on that play. So with all the, running backwards that we've seen here in this third quarter, Ben Sievert, the quarterback, with an absolutely great touchdown run, calling his own signal there and punching it in to give Worcester their first lead of the game, and the 2-point conversion, of course, as well. So Cowboys getting ready to kick off. Up 8 now. Coming up next, we have the 15U matchup. It's also the Worcester Cowboys taking on the Ocean State Elite. Going to be a good game between those two teams in the showcase matchup. That's at 5 p.m. On the kickoff, though, that's a live ball, and they get on top of it. Tenfold. That was Braylon Green covering up, and he's had a couple of almost miscues on these kick and punt returns so far today. Not that time, though. So just over 2 minutes left here in the third. So the Storm, a squad that was able to punch it in on their first play from scrimmage today. It's been a donut for them since. Even on their even on the last possession, their first possession of the second half, just nothing. They go backwards 11 yards. They have to punt from their own end zone. A kick that can only go 10 net yards. This is a timeout called by the Storm. That's their first of the second half. So the Storm now with 2 timeouts remaining. Cowboys just 1. We'll take a timeout ourselves because ours are unlimited here on Fans Only Sports Network. Worcester up 8. Third quarter, just 2 minutes left. First play following the timeout, and it's been a sloppy second half for Tenfold as Green able to get nothing there. He got a yard. Makes it 2nd and 9. Another timeout. Wow. So, I mean, this has been a game of timeouts, and the second time we've seen this in this second half, where we saw the Cowboys use back-to-back timeouts pretty much in succession, and now Tenfold does the same thing as the Storm. They're getting the parade rained on right now in this second half. So, I mean, 8-point game, a minute to go in the quarter. We'll be right back again here on Fans Only Sports Network in about 30 seconds. Here's 50 seconds to go. They're going to run it on 2nd and 9. It's a good run to the outside, the best they've had all quarter so far, as Francis, I believe it was, gets a couple. So clock continues to wind down. We got time for one more play here in the third. For now, it's a 3rd and 7. Francis again, nothing. He lost a yard on that play, and that's going to be a fitting way to bring us to the fourth quarter. One more quarter away from a championship for one of these two teams. 14-6 to score, as we'll flip sides and get ready to go for the fourth quarter here on Fans Only Sports Network. Buckle up. We got 12 minutes left here in the 11U Junior Varsity Championship. Fourth quarter action, and it's a 4th down. And it's going to be short. Short. Cowboys will take over. So Tenfold again will come up shy. As they have had nothing going right for them since the first quarter. The handoff on first down, and this is going to lose a couple right there. We've only seen, I think, 3 passing plays here today. As you usually expect. I mean, if you played youth football growing up, it's predominantly the run, obviously, and Tenfold, the Storm have not passed it once. Sivert, quarterback here for Worcester, he's had a couple of passes here today. Didn't complete any yet. Actually, did complete one. Here's one this time. Seaver gets it on the money. First down and more. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. "42 yards on 2nd and 12. What a play by Jack Belmore, the tight end, to take it all the way to the house. So just what I mentioned, no passing in this game. A 42-yard catch and run for Belmore. And they'll go for 2. They got their last 2-point conversion with Sievert doing himself on the play. Sievert going to throw. That one's picked. And they can't play it. It was intercepted there by Amari Gomes. And, they can't play it right there. So different than college and the NFL. But so it's a 20-6 game. Hey. Here's the kick. A little bit short. It's still alive, and it'll be falling on top of at the 26-yard line. So the Storm going to start from the 28-yard line. "14-point deficit for Storm whistle's blowing again. Not sure what's going on here, but each of these two teams with only one timeout remaining. Jack Belmore, took the top off this stadium with a 42-yard catch and run touchdown. And that number 87 here in New England. There's a fumble on the play. And it's recovered by the Cowboys again. An absolute boom of a hit and a recovery by Antonio Jimenez, and it's another turnover for Tenfold. So Jimenez, absolute big hit right there. The 11-year-old from Leominster able to make the play. Here's Nere, left side. He went very wide right there. Only got a loss of a yard. So it's 2nd and 11. Next game scheduled to start at 5 o'clock between the 15U Cowboys and the Ocean State Elite. Nere off the fake. Actually, Sievert now. And Sievert is denied. He gets sacked for a loss of 5. Brings it back to the 32. Call it a loss of 7. Going to be 3rd and 18. Sievert, handoff, McKenzie, the big body who had a 33-yard run on a 3rd and 28 before the half. Can't duplicate it there. He only gets back to the line of scrimmage when it's 4th and long. And, Cowboys are going to take their time snapping this thing. They don't really need to worry about getting plays off in a reasonable manner because they're up 14 here in the 4th. Tenfold only has one more timeout as well. They're going to go for it. Sievert, didn't even see them snapping, and Sievert to the outside. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage, or close to at least, but a turnover on downs. And it's going to go back to the Storm. And now a player is slow to get up. It's a Tenfold player. So turnover on downs. Going to take a knee and sort this injury. I hope he's okay, but we come back. Cowboys still lead it by 2 touchdowns. Storm will get it back from their own 25-yard line here on Fans Only Sports Network. back here. 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle. And that's a good run. That's the best Storm play all half. And it's running the legs hard for 9 on the play. They call it 8. And they drew it again the other side, and that time gets nothing. Try to catch him quickly there. It doesn't work. Third down. He sneaks away from it. Oh, and gets a first. What a slippery run there. That's our guy number 12 who scored the opening touchdown of the game. They're going quickly here now, though. We approach the 7-minute mark here in the 4th. Barnes in the split backfield here. High snap, and they're going to blow it dead first, though. Throws off his back foot. It's caught. First pass play of the game, and they complete to Amari Gomes. What a throw off his back foot by Barnes. And not even a first down, though, but you know, when you run the ball game, that's pretty hype when you complete one. So here's another run, a punishing one. Will be very close to the sticks. And they're going to say 3rd and 1. Turn around and hand it off. It's Boys ran, and he is able to get to the 42-yard line for the first down. Good for 6. Quick handoff there, gets 5. It's 2nd down and 6. Try it the other side, Boys ran. And he's able to get 3. So, I mean, the Storm, they're churning away at this drive here, just chipping at it every single play. It's 3rd down and 4 now. Handoff right up the middle to Green. And he's close to the first. I think he got there. Call it the 28. And that is just where it's spotted at. And said that they're going to say 4th and inches instead. And they'll convert there pretty easily. First down. Here's a throw downfield. He's got a man out. He snatched that in. Yes. What a play to the 13. Jerron Francis. They're going quickly here. Francis with a big play on the brink of a goal to go. Handoff, right side, it's Green. And he couldn't get there, down to the 6. Very close. They're going to say third down still. Toss play, right side, Green, and Green is tiptoeing very close to the 6. I think he got there, and he did. They say keep the clock moving. It's first and goal. No, they have the 4 action. This is 4th down and inches, and on 4th and inches, they do get it. Yes. What a drive this has been from the Storm. So first and goal now from the 2. Barnes looks like he's going to keep himself. No, he's going to give it right side. Stacked up again was Green. Second down. Barnes under center again. Toss play. Right side. Cuts inside and scores. Caden Souza with a touchdown. And the Storm are back on the board for the first time since the first quarter. Going for 2 with 2:49 to go. And they don't get it, not even close. About 5 white jerseys were there. .249 left to play. Stays an 8-point game, and Tenfold only 1 timeout now. They're going to have to go for the onside kick here. Or at least some version of it. So let's see what Lott and company can do. I mean, this is an onside kick, a little squibber, and they're able to fall on top of it. The Cowboys recover. With 2:46 to go. Tenfold only 1 timeout. So first down pretty much wins it for Worcester. High snap, Sievert going to keep it himself, and Sievert is not going to get there. And to use the timeout now, let's see if the Storm want to. And the clock will continue to run. They're not going to use it yet. The way their defense has been defending the run today, I don't know if I'd use it yet either. This is some good situational football here for the Cowboys to practice, because they're looking at the play clock. They're talking to the officials. They're going to wait till that very last second if they have to snap that ball, and Sievert is doing that, and he does here with 2:06 to go. Here's Nere, and Nere Gets about 6. Down to the 48. And now the Storm will call that final timeout. So they give NEYT 5 on the play. It'll be a 3rd and 5 with 1:50 to go. See the Cowboys huddling up, and the Storm obviously on the other side huddling up. So the Cowboys, like I said, a first down, especially now with Tenfold using their final timeout, basically wins the game. They can just get into victory formation. But both these teams tonight, they have been tremendous against the run. Little tap pass here, NEYT, and he gets a couple. That goes in the books as a completion, I believe, because it looked like it went forward out of the midst of Sievert, and they give NEYT about 2 to the 41. So 4th and 3, and the clock will continue to wind down because the Storm have no more timeouts. We're inside the final 90 seconds of action here in the first game of the weekend from Seekonk. And now the Cowboys will call a timeout. That is their final timeout. The 1:01 to go. They're going to, try to draw something up here. I'm not sure if they're going to punt this or just try to get the 3 yards. Either way, it's going to be tough for Tenfold to get down the field with no way to stop the clock, but we come back, 4th and 3, 8-point game. We'll be back in about 30 seconds here on Fans Only Sports Network. All right, back here, final moments, and they're going to keep the offense out on the field, it looks like. It's Sievert and NEYT in the backfield trying to ice this thing, and Sievert will go left. Sievert will have a first down, and that should do it. Got an injured Storm on the field now. The clock continues to run to 51 seconds. And they're going to blow it dead for the injury. It looks like Boyrand is down, but that is the icing on the cake there. Sievert following his blocker going left. What a beautifully drawn up play with the pulling guard as well. And after the timeout, it's going to be victory formation. For the Cowboys. Boyrand able to get off the field. But the Cowboys, who, were sloppy in the first half offensively, they come out in the second. They have an 11-yard scoring drive and then a, big-time catch and run touchdown from Sievert to Belmore. And they can just take that victory formation and some pushing and shoving after the kneel there. This clock already winding itself down, and the Cowboys are the champions of 11U. They win it 20-12. here in the first championship game of the weekend. What a win it was for Worcester, a resilient one. And they are the first team to be crowned champions here this weekend at Seekonk High School. What a game it was. And they're going to dump the Gatorade too. Look at this. Look at this. They're going to dump it. Oh! That's what it's all about. So Worcester Cowboys, the first champions. And they do it with some style points here today. A dominating victory, especially defensively in the second half. They held Tenfold up until that touchdown drive to negative yards in the half. It was a great showcase for Worcester, who has a great chance to celebrate. So can the Cowboys make it 2 for 2? Their 15U team is up next. We'll be right back for that here on Fans Only Sports Network for that championship game. But for now, we're going to sign off on the 11U stream. Stay tuned with us for the next game here from Seekonk High School. Cowboys versus